I love when card making companies add on to previous collections because it gives those previous collections new life. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel. In today's video, I'll be sharing some of the Waffle Flower Baking Fun collection. This new collection has new elements for the Postage Collage collection, the Nesting Postage collection, as well as a new add-on for the table dies that were previously released. Before we jump in today, I did want to let you know that if you have not used my coupon code over at waffleflower.com, I have a 10% off your entire cart. And this is a one-time, one per person coupon code, but the code is Rebecca and it will take 10% off your entire order. Now let's jump right in. I did want to show you the Gingham Die because this is absolutely amazing. I love gingham, especially in the spring, but all throughout the year. It's just a really great pattern to use as a background. So you can cut out colorful cardstock, white cardstock, and we'll cut out that gingham pattern. And then you can layer it on top of an A2 piece of cardstock to create the rest of the gingham pattern. So you can see pink on white, blue on white looks really cute. White on different color cardstock looks really, really cute. This is just such an easy way to create a really fun background. So I really love this die a lot, and I'm super excited to use it for lots of different cards, not just for this release. It's really versatile and can go along with a bunch of different styles of cards. All right, so for this first card, I am using that Gingham die cut in pink cardstock and placing it on top of an A2 piece of white cardstock. I did use a little bit of liquid adhesive all around the back of that gingham die cut so that I could adhere it down and it would stay completely stuck to that A2. So you want to make sure corners, middle, just a little bit everywhere so that it doesn't start to peel up at all. And if you use a fine line adhesive holder, you'll be able to get those little lines behind the die cut because they're not that thin. Next, I have a slightly darker color of pink cardstock, and I have the Baking Fun sentiments for the postage collage this month, and I'll just use some anti-static powder tool and then Versamark ink on the stamp, and I'll stamp happy birthday, then I'll pour white embossing powder right on top and just pour off and tap off the excess so that there's not lots of little bits all around. Then heat set that until it melts and it looks nice and white and bright and opaque. And then I'll be able to die cut it with this is the table setting add-on dies, the cake add-on. So you can see there are just a few layers. It's really easy to create. This is the second layer. They are numbered for you so that you can see exactly what order goes in what. And then also on Waffle Flower's website, they always have guides for their layering dies or their layering stamps, anything like that, so that you can quickly and easily figure out how everything gets put together. Again, this is a really, really simple one, just 4 little pieces there. I love the fluffs of frosting there. And then there's also these little strawberries that you can add. You can add more of them. I decided to just use 5. They do have cute little stems as well. And so here is my birthday cake. Next, we'll take a piece of darker pink cardstock, and I have cut this with one of the Nesting Postage dies. So that's a new set this month as well. You get rectangles and then the postage outline for each of the sizes. And then I'll just adhere that down to the postage outline and then place the birthday cake right on top. The stamp that I use there is the original Postage Collage stamp set. It's the one that first came out. And I'll just put that on an angle on my gingham background to complete this card. For this next card, I did pull out the original table setting dies so that I could create my table, and you can cut the tablecloth or table out of 2 different colors of cardstock. This way you can snip off the tops and bottoms of that eyelet border and place it on a different color of cardstock so that you have that really cute contrast between the eyelet and then the color in the center. I'm creating another cake, this time in blue hues, so that just something a little bit different. Once my cake is assembled, I can use some foam squares to pop it up and place it right in the middle of my table so that it is the centerpiece for that table. It's such a cute cake. I absolutely love it. Here are the Baked with Love sentiments. As always, Waffle Flower numbers the sentiment stamps and then prints numbers on the back of the dies, just so that you can easily match them up, because there are a ton of sentiments in that set, and instead of having to root through all of them, you can easily see which one goes with which. The rest of the cake add-ons for the table setting die have a little balloon, they have streamers, they have stars and hearts, so you can do lots of little add-ons to that table and just make it into a birthday table for sure. It's just a really cute die set to change the tablescape dies into a birthday theme. Next up is the Baking Fun die set. This might be my favorite. This set is so cute. Everything is layerable, so there are layering dies. You can see that they put a lot of the teeny tiny dies together so that you don't lose your teeny tiny dies. I love that. So I have a rolling pin here, really easy to put it together, just two different colors of cardstock layered on top of each other. Same thing with a box of baking soda and a box of sugar, and a bag of flour is just its own die. You don't have to layer that one. There's a really cute layering up of the bowl that has dough in it, and you can see it will easily get you that inside of the bowl as a different color and the outside of the bowl is a different color and the dough is a different color. I added some chocolate chips to my dough because chocolate chip cookies are my absolute favorite. There's a little spatula, and you can layer a different color of the actual silicone spatula part to the wood handle. There's also a hand mixer. There's a couple of different pieces there so that you can layer those up as well. And there's also a pastry bag. There's a cracked egg with a different color yolk. There's just so many fun little elements, perfect little details to add to any kind of fun baking card. This could be used for birthdays or just somebody who loves to bake. I love to bake, so I thought these were just the cutest little icons, and I wanted to use a whole bunch of them on a card. So I have one of those postage collage dies. I cut the rectangle out of a light blue and the postage edge out of white, and then I layered that on an A2 piece of cardstock. And then I'm just using some thin foam squares to pop up all those elements, and added a sentiment from the Baking Love sentiment set that says, "Life's Batter with You." For this next card, we have to check out the postage collage stencils for baking fun. So I used the postage collage die to cut out this background piece, and all of the original size postage collage stencils go with that die. So they'll all fit on top of it. With all my stenciling, I like to use my Waffle Flower grip mat. This time I have the grip mat facing horizontally so that I can have the horizontal stencil design. And I'm using some Waffle Flower shader brushes to add Distress Oxide inks to the first stencil. Once that's done, just peel that back and then start the second stencil. And just continue on for the rest of the stencils. The stencils always give you guidelines of where to line them up, and then also color suggestions as well. And I love adding little white gel pen details even on top of stenciling. It works really, really well on cardstock, but you can, if you get the ink dry, you can use that white gel pen on top. Now I have the original postage collage stamp set as well as the new Baking Fun collage stamp set, and I've stamped out a bunch of sentiments on these different stamps. Now, one of them, the first class, I stamped upside down. So we're just going to cut these stamps apart and not use that one. These things happen. It's totally fine. I just came up with a different design. Instead of using the collage all together, which is how I normally use it, I decided it'd be fun to make my own little collage with several of the stamps. I placed it on a gingham background, that light blue over white. I cut that down to 4 by 5 1/4 so that I could mat it on some yellow cardstock. And then I have some of those baking fun dies, and I'll just create a couple of them to scatter along the different spaces on this card that are still a little bit white space. So I have a spatula, I have the pastry bag. The pastry bag actually has a little tip that you can cut out. So cut that out of some type of silver cardstock, like a silver metallic cardstock. So I'll add the little spatula to the right of one of the stamps. I have the pastry bag that's next to the cake, and then that little whisk near the bowl of cookie dough. Now that you've seen the Postage Collage Baking Fun stencil set, I did want to show you the Nesting Postage Collage Baking Fun stencil set. So the Nesting Postage Collage is a whole new collection that has a large rectangular stamp, a smaller circular stamp, and an even smaller rectangular horizontal stamp. So right now I'm working on the large rectangular vertical stamp. And you can see that this stencil set creates a really fun look of a mixer. For the small circular stamp, you're creating the look of a birthday cake. Now you can use the original dies to cut these all out, and I'll show that in just a second, but I just wanted to let you know how this combines with that original Nesting Postage Collage collection. So all of the dies that are available for the original collection will work with these images as well. And that's what's so fun about adding on elements to a collection. If you have the originals, you can really use them for more ideas, more cards, more elements, things like that. So now I'll take a little bit of a white gel pen, and again, it does work on ink as long as you get that ink nice and dry first. And as far as the Nesting Postage Collage dies, you can cut out right around the image, right around the circle, right around the rectangles, and then you can cut out white postage edge backgrounds, and they have a nice little faux stitched line as well as the outline of the postage stamp. So this will be a little collage. I will add the rectangle, that big vertical rectangle in the center, and then pop up the smaller rectangle at the bottom left-hand corner and pop up the circle stamp at the top right. And then I'll use another one of the sentiments from the Baking Fun sentiment stamp set. And it says, "You take the cake." That's such a fun sentiment for these designs. Don't forget, if you want to check out any of these new items, or you want to grab some of the original releases that I mentioned today, or anything else at Waffle Flower, you can get a one-time, one per customer, 10% off your entire order at waffleflower.com with the coupon code Rebecca. I don't know about you, but I really love how these new supplies work with some of the previously released supplies from Waffle Flower, because it really gives those previously released supplies a little more bang for their buck. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon.